Okay, everyone, I'm going to say something that some of my fellow Coastal Delaware agents are going to find a little bit uncomfortable. Not every beach town down here is a good fit for you, not even close. If you've searched best places to live in Delaware, best towns for retirement in Coastal Delaware, or where should I retire near the beach, you've probably watched 5 videos that just say everywhere here is amazing, fabulous, the best. That's not fully honest, and honestly, it's just not helpful. So today I'm ranking towns of coastal Sussex County, Delaware, where I call home, from best to worst, based on what actually matters the most to people every single week that they live here. Real lifestyle, no trade-offs, no sugarcoating. So let's get into it. By the way, the background, I'm at a Tom Ferry conference because I want to be the best agent for all of you. So we're going to rank them bottoms up, okay? So why is this ranking different? Well, I'll tell you why this ranking is different, because I'm actually starting at the bottom. Now, the bottom doesn't mean it's bad, and I'm literally kind of, going to walk you through. So before I rank a single town, let me tell you how I'm ranking them, because this is not a beauty contest. Pretty is as pretty does, and it's beautiful here, so it's all gorgeous. And Sussex County, as you know, my favorite place to live, and really it's hard to say what isn't beautiful. But I've been selling real estate in Coastal Delaware for years, okay? And I live here full time. I am not an agent who shows you a listing and then disappears. I run here, bike here, live, play, work, thrive. And I help so many families move here from all around the Mid-Atlantic, also as far out as New England, and actually people returning from the South. So when I rank these towns, I'm ranking them in a way I talk to my own neighbor or my sister or my brother, okay? It's not about the price per dollar. It's really about the lifestyle and really what matters most to you. Walkability, HOA, what does that all look like in February, not just July? Because here's the truth no one tells you. The town that's incredible over the 4th of July might feel very different on a quiet Tuesday in January. I love it, but not everyone does. And that's exactly the kind of honesty you've always come to expect from me, and you're gonna continue to get all the time. So let's start at the bottom of the list and work our way up. And then you can pick one or none that might mean a lot to you. I'm gonna start with number 5, Millsboro Long Neck. It's on the Indian River, it's on the Rehoboth Bay. It's about waterfront, it's about boats, dock sunsets, it's about the Long Neck Peninsula, okay? Coming in at that number 5, and why I really want to be very clear. Number 5 does not mean bad, but I had to pick one and talk about the trade-offs, okay? So that's what Millsboro and the Long Neck Peninsula is really why it's coming in at 5. I love it for certain buyers. Hands down, it has some of the most affordable slice of coastal Sussex County. According to Zillow, the average home value in Millsboro right now sits just under $400,000. Genuinely a fraction of what you might pay closer to the beach. You're going to get waterfront on the Indian River or the Rehoboth Bay. You're going to get a little bit of that oceanfront price tag if you love boating and kayaking or just sitting on a dock with a glass of wine or coffee watching the sunset. Long Neck truly is one of Delaware's best kept secrets. But I'll always give you the trade-off. This is inland and bayside, not oceanside. So you are at least 25 to 30 minutes from the actual Atlantic Ocean beaches that most people picture when they look at Coastal Delaware. It's also, just not as walkable to the restaurants or the shops. It really, means you're going to be getting in the car for those day-to-day errands. So, but stepping out, you're going to smell that salt air. You're absolutely going to feel delightful, okay? So if your dream is a big waterfront lot with a boat lift and keeping money in your pocket, this might actually be your number 1, okay? But I've got to rank it at 5 for the broader audience, okay? I will also tell you that much of Pottsnet and Long Necks are land leases. And that was a conversation in another video, and we'll probably recirculate that one again. So let's go up the list and let's get to number 4, where things get a little bit more interesting. You're gonna be shocked, but I really see Bethany Beach is coming in at number 4. You're gonna say, but Debbie, you live near Bethany Beach. You love the boardwalk. You love the quiet residential streets. You even embrace the summer traffic. And this is a little, I've got to swallow hard when I say that, because I almost call this a heartbreaker for me that I'm ranking it number 4. I think it is one of the most charming towns on the entire East Coast. We call it the quiet resort for a reason. Smaller crowds than Rehoboth, a gorgeous boardwalk, but small, and a real small town feel. But here's the honest math. According to recent market data, average home values in Bethany Beach are sitting above $850,000, making it one of the most expensive markets on coastal Delaware. And that's not just the purchase price, but there's going to be some amenity fees and carrying costs and HOA dues and maybe even some flood insurance if you're really close to the water. So all of those things add up, okay? And while I love quintessential Bethany Beach, I live outside of Bethany Beach. I don't live in that really high dollar price tag. But there are trade-offs, and let's be honest here. The summer traffic, Route 1 in July, is not for the faint of heart. I've talked about it. I've learned to embrace it, but it's not for everyone. Those quiet, beach mornings can look a little frenetic from Memorial Day to Labor Day. But those 10 summer weeks require a little patience. So Bethany Beach earns the number 4 spot. It's stunning, it's beloved by me and many others, but for the price you're paying and the seasonal crowding that you're embracing, there may simply be other value plays just a few minutes away. And we're gonna get to one of those, okay? So now we're to number 3. And you know what my call to action is. If you're enjoying this, I hope you're considering subscribing. If you're thinking about spending some time with, looking for a beach home, scan the QR code. Would love to chat with you. Okay, well, back to my list. Here's where it gets really good, because everything I've shown you so far proves the same point. The closer you get to the ocean, the more you pay. And the more crowded it also gets in the summer. So those truly do go hand in hand. What if I told you that you can get almost the same lifestyle, the pool, the golf course, the walkability, the community feel for a fraction of the price? Just a few minutes inland. Okay, but before we get there, again, if you're seriously considering a move, Coastal Delaware is absolutely, I think, for everyone. And you can get my free Delaware relocation guide just for asking, okay? Comments, text me, email me, the link's in the description below, okay? But that's on that side of the conversation. So keep watching, and I know you're with bated breath. You want to say, Debbie, what is number 3? Okay, so let's get into it. And why is it number 3? Well, I live inland, so you're probably going to say, oh, we're headed towards Debbie. Well, not really, actually. We're going north of the Indian River Bridge to Milton. Milton Main Street, Broadkill River, beaches areas, historic homes, local shops. It is magnificent. And it is, as my oldest son would say, becoming regentrified. So there's really an energy that's going on in this fabulous little historic river town. It's 15 minutes inland from Lewes. And honestly, it just may be the most underrated community town in all of Sussex County. It's got those gorgeous historic homes, a real Main Street, local shops, restaurants, and the river running right through the town. It has a growing artistic and music scene, local markets, local farmers markets, and home prices really run significantly below many other of the inland communities. You can really be in the low 500s, new construction, existing construction, resales, or maybe even that charming historic home that you want to literally really roll up your sleeves, give it your best love. So Milton is inland. It's going to be 15 to 20 minutes to the actual beachy sand. It's quieter. If you want nightlife and boardwalk energy, Milton is definitely more of a slower, small town rhythm. Very artistic, very quaint, but it's just delightful. And it is immersed in history. So Milton earns a very strong number 3. I know you're surprised by that. You were thinking Debbie was going to Frankfurt, etc. So I will tell you that do not write off Milton. If you think that you need to get to Lewes to really have that coastal flavor, absolutely not. Let's really talk about this town that is fast becoming one of the fastest growing interior corridors in the entire county. So, and I absolutely love it. Okay, we're going back across the bridge. Ocean View and the amenity community. So you know I see Ocean View as really ancillary. If you're looking for golf courses, resort pools, pickleball, beach shuttles, we've got it all through Ocean View, Millville, Selbyville, Frankfurt, Dagsboro. These are the ancillary communities that really surround Ocean View. And it is a really incredible place to live. It is minutes to Bethany, minutes to Fenwick. It's interior, so the prices are going to be a little bit, moderated. And I think that, there's a reason why Sussex County is one of the fastest growing counties on the entire East Coast, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, not Debbie, okay? We have absolutely surging about 16% between 2020 and 2025, far outpacing the rest of Delaware. And a huge amount of that growth is happening just a few miles from Bethany in what I refer to as Ocean View and the amenity-rich communities and towns that really encircle it. So here's really the value math that according to Redfin and Zillow and all of the others, you can really get into an Ocean View or surrounding area community for between the high 400s and the mid 500s. Well, compared to what we just talked about with Bethany Beach, that is almost 50% below that. But you're going to have pools, you're going to have fitness centers, you're going to have tennis, pickleball, you're going to have walking trails, you're going to have beach shuttles, and so much more. So, there really is something to be said for looking on the interior, coastline. So you don't need a $50,000 initiation fee to live in a golf community in coastal Delaware. I know that because I belong to Bear Trap, and I've told you that before. So the honest trade-off, you are not going to be walking to the ocean. You're going to be biking, Debbie's going to be running, maybe riding a golf cart, maybe popping in the car. We've also got e-bikes and we've got scooters, etc. But if you want resort living, real amenities, and a genuinely active lifestyle for significantly less investment, Ocean View and the surrounding communities are really as close to a sweet spot as you're gonna get. So that was number 2. I know you're all with bated breath. Where are we going, Debbie, for number 1? This is a town and a community and a this quintessential historic coastal area that I speak about all the time. Number 1, Lewes. The downtown historic district and all that it offers is absolutely my number 1 pick. And I know this isn't a surprise because you've watched me, you've heard me talk about it. It's walkable, it's livable, and it just is quintessential coastal Delaware. Lewes is called the first town in the first state, and it earns every bit of that title. It is genuinely walkable. You're going to be in the downtown area. You've got restaurants, you've got boutiques, you've got the harbor, you've got boats, you've got tall masts. It is literally the jewel on the coastal Delaware, coast. So it also has unbelievable health care. It has the number 1 school district in all of coastal Delaware. So again, if that's an important piece of it. So if you're planning your next chapter, now let's talk price, because I promised you, as always, honesty. It's not a sales pitch. The median price in Lewes has been running close to knocking on that door of about $1 million. Now that is obviously the walkable side of Lewes that you can get to downtown. The other side of Route 1 comes down a little bit. But why is this my number one? Because everything you get for that price, you get walkability, you get history, you get a true four-season town, you get great health care, you get a fabulous school district, and it doesn't shut down after Labor Day. You know, you've got farmers markets, you've got this strong sense of community. So if you want the full experience, sand in your toes, coffee shop around the corner, doctor's office mere minutes away, Lewes delivers in a way that almost no other community does. So the trade-off is simple, and I'll say it plainly. If you're gonna pay a premium for that walkability and that address, if budget is your number one priority, Lewes might stretch you a bit. But if lifestyle and long-term livability are what you're chasing, I understand completely. And that is really why so many of my clients land here, okay? They absolutely land here. They love Lewes, they love everything about it. And, you know, and this is 5, I should tell you, with 80 plus new construction communities and a myriad of other, you know, resales and conversations we can have, we can bring it all together. It was hard to go from worst to best, and I might add, Millsboro and Long Neck are gonna give you the most house and the most water for your money. So if you don't mind being inland from the ocean, terrific. Bethany Beach gives you that quiet resort and charm, but you're gonna pay a real premium for that and dealing with the bulging summer crowds. Milton, underrated historic gem with genuine fabulous town character and affordability. Ocean view and the surrounding amenity communities, you know, it's where Debbie lives, so you know I love that resort living. I love all that it offers. And Lewes, number one, it's gonna give you the full, walkable, four-season coastal lifestyle, additionally very rich with healthcare. So if you're looking to pay all of that for it, here's the truth, and I say this in every video. There is no universally correct answer here. Your right answer depends on your budget, your stage of life, and how you actually want to spend your Tuesday morning, not just your 4th of July. So, Debbie, live, love, beach to bay. I live here, play here, work here, thrive here. And by the way, the background you won't see very often. I am sitting in a hotel room, but didn't want to miss my opportunity to drop this video. So, if any of these towns caught your attention, I'd genuinely love to help. We've got more. We can dig deeper. You know, whether you're moving next month or you're still several years out, download that free Coastal Delaware relocation guide, link in the comments. But most importantly, call me. I love to chat. What you see is what you get. I am no different on the phone, in person, text, email, whatever works for you. And remember, no pressure. I just love this lifestyle so much. It really is what my passion is, to share it with anyone who is considering the same. So I'm off to live, play, work, and thrive at my Tom Ferry Summit. Watch my next video. I look forward to seeing you soon. I'm off. Till next time.